The button. There we go, it's button now. Bloody hell. Right. Good day everyone, how yous doing? Anyone who's actually here, you know. Hey Atlas, how's it going, mate? Can you hear me all just fine? Is the music all fine, or is that a bit loud? I probably should have done a sound check beforehand, but... Can you hear me, Atlas? Am I actually coming through now? Oh, right. So you sat there waiting for that thing to load. Oof. Aye, that's a pain in the arse when that happens. So basically what I'm doing today is that these have been basically lying on my desk for almost a year now since I last used them, and now I'm just going to try and clean them up and actually see if I can do it. I thought, bugger it, if I'm going to get myself painting I may as well try and do something proper and finish something that I should have finished a good long time ago. How you doing today anyway, mate? There we go, right. The amount of fucking brushes I got on my desk. Want me to turn the music down a little bit? Right. Yeah, probably shout. Any better? Yeah, that's probably better, isn't it? Should have probably did this earlier, but right. So let's see if we can clean up these guys. Areas there around the hand. Clean up. Not an awful lot I did wrong with. It's just little splatters here and there I need to fix. So let's start with a wee bit of green. Castellan green. That is better. Excellent. Excellent, mate. Right. Shaking up the bottle of Castellan green. You know, fucking usual for the Cadians. Bottles are barely been... Well, the good thing is these ones have been sealed and not used, so they aren't all dried up. Like some of them are. Some paint. Because I should be using the wet palette more. Right. Or at least I should be using it better. So you been up to much? See where. I don't actually know, mate. I mean, I'm just using the stream to motivate myself to keep painting. You know what I mean? Nice to see you here, Nathan, by the way. Because, I mean, these have been lying on my desk for over a year. And I thought, bugger it, I'll try and actually finish them up. The problem is though, the light's a wee bit in my eyes as I go down there to look. I should have all adjusted this before the stream, but fuck it. Bit better. Again up the trapeze. Dark Souls 2. Oh, Dark Souls Remastered. Oh well, I mean, Dark Souls 1, brilliant game, I love it. Dark Souls, Rome 2, not so much. I liked Rome a bit, but it wasn't brilliant. Well, Rome 2 actually had a very disastrous launch. I remember when that happened. Really annoyed me it did when that happened. One thing about having dogs as well is that there's always fucking hairs everywhere. Especially when you're trying to paint with your hobby stuff. But there it is right there, right on the end of the fucking brush. Tidy that. Manus, the father of Olympus, he's a pain in the arse, fight. Two parts here, part there. When am I playing Barrel Trauma? Well, I don't know, when I feel like it, I guess. How are you doing, Langley? Bloody hell. Hands are shaky as fuck, so you can tell I haven't done it in a long time. Oh well, that's cool. One shot kill and barrel trauma, yeah, that'll be kind of fun. I'm assuming you're talking about the enemies and not our ship, like last time. Anything. Okay. No discrimination. These explosives do not discriminate. Sorry guys, I'm not a very entertaining streamer, I've got to be honest. I'm sat around concentrating so hard on this, I'm completely forgetting about you guys. Away, Metal Man. Hello, Doctor. How are you doing? Now I'll be keeping this in the background while I'm finishing my book. Oh. Well, pretty much, mate. Mostly all you're going to hear is maybe some quiet, like, what do you call this again? Synthwave in the background while I, you know, batter a brush around every so often. Result. Oh. that. Bringing up the splatters. What was that you said there, Nathan? It got fucking destroyed. What happened? You get banned on that or something? Spanish is cringe. Oh, mischief. I don't know why it's knocked out yours there. Nathan, did you have a word in it that it didn't like? Because I'll let you know right now, I've not got any modding settings on this. So Nathan had typed something and it just went away. Bulgarian lesson. Let's see. Complete. Oh, you deleted because of a typo. Right, that's fine. I thought it was an auto mod thing where you had a word in it and it went eh. You know what I mean? So what are you working on now, Nathan, for your next video? Well, the thing is, mate, it doesn't matter if they're tacky as long as they, you know, get the job done. Tackiness and presentation can be improved on with time. Right. But I'm glad to see that you're still working on your stuff, man. You know, you'll have to start sending me your videos, mate, because YouTube doesn't recommend them to me. And they kind of get buried deep underneath all the other stuff, so... And sometimes I just can't be arsed going and looking for it. Oh, tactical. Right. I thought you said tacky as in like it was, you know... Oh, for fuck's sake with these adverts. I use Grammarly. Me. Shut up. These adverts are targeted. How are you trying to say? You trying to say I can't speak right? I don't know what you're on about, man. I dried it. Oh, there's paint on there. I don't know why it dried out so quickly. Oh, the HD version will take you a while before it's ready. Hey man, I love your stuff. I love your wee animations and all that. It's quite good, it is. Gives me a wee chuckle. Need to give you a wee chuckle. I'm feeling a bit dry in the throat, guys, so let me hydrate myself with a big bottle of iron brew. Always got to drink out of a glass bottle because it always tastes best out of a glass. And then when I'm lazy, I'll use a can. But there seems to be something about drinking something out of glass, or at least it's been held in a glass bottle, tastes a lot better than it does in a metal can or a plastic bottle. Yo, Glavanius. Was it? Glavinius. Sorry, mate. Glavinius. Nice to see you here, bud. How you doing tonight, man, on this lovely Sunday night? Well, for you it might not be Sunday night, it might be something else. Oh, was it Cornhounds? I've got a few of them over there somewhere, like part of an Age of Sigmar kit or something it was. From, I don't know if you know those, I don't know if you've ever heard of, what was the name of them again? Mortal Realms magazines. It was a magazine thing, it was out for a while, so we got those, and that was like one of the special premium kits you got as a gift for subbing to it. It's also kind of one of the reasons why I'm not buying any new models as of late, because I've got so many to fucking complete already. And I've already spent the whole of last year like building every single one of them over there. You know that feeling, don't you? Right now, this is like a couple of models that have been lying on my desk for ages. I'm just trying to get it done. Yeah, it was for UK only, as far as I'm aware. Well, I think they shipped it to certain parts of Europe. Yeah. The hardest part when you see some new fucking models that you're like, oh, I want those. But if I get those, then, you know, all the rest of the shit I've bought already won't get painted. I can't fucking... hairs and that on it as well. On now. Brush is getting proper used here. Hairs and dust everywhere for them. In there on his arm. Most of the green cleaned up. Right. Alright, Doctor, but I have no idea what you're talking about with music. I'll be honest with you. Oh, right, responding to Atlas, right. Right, so I can't quite click. How do I see? No, it's the again. There we go. Actually starting to look table worthy. What are the big splatters and obvious things? Slap him on a fucking these wee white bits and it's a little bits on the coat.
So gentle.
Fan-dabby dozy, mate. Not really much to be said. How about yours? It's been 46 minutes and my tweet hasn't received one like. That shows you how quick it's fucking getting round. My tweet about streaming. So by the time I don't know about you guys that are on the Twitter, right? But have you ever noticed that you don't tend to get a notification? Well, you don't tend to find someone's tweet until like many hours after they've posted it. I've been noticing it a lot. It's like I'll end up looking at a tweet and it's been like fucking 18 hours or something that's been up. I got it. But then again, no, that's probably happening to other people because a lot of my tweets that I posted like the other day are getting fucking likes now. But it shows you as well that, see, if you're planning to stream, you need to have a schedule. And you need to say well in advance when you're going to be streaming, otherwise no one's going to be there. Streams like these where I just go like, you know what, I feel like painting, maybe if I put on the camera, maybe it'll motivate me to do something. You know? Those, you aren't going to get many viewers unless someone sat there on their YouTube and they're already following you. Probably why people are very much big and bombastic about when they're doing things on YouTube and that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. Some people's stuff shows up within a minute, and then some other people's stuff takes ages to show. I guess it also just depends on what time of day you log in and that as well. That can have an effect, I guess. Hey, hopefully that's the case for you. No. Hope you get that. On him dealt with. No, I'm going to do one at a time, because if I finish one, then I'll probably get the some point, so I'll put him earlier than now. What's this brush? No, on a weekend doesn't last long enough. Or you end up, you wake up on Sunday and you're like, fuck, where did Friday and Saturday go? Right. What's my next one? Let's do the tan colour, shall we? It's called Zandri Dust. Punch. Hey. To be honest, mate, I don't really have any big massive ambitions for the Legion. In all honesty, it was started to say fuck you to all the bullshit that was going on Twitter. Twitter is where it's mainly like focused, but you know, if I had more time and all that, maybe I'd make videos, but then again though, who isn't already trying to become a fucking YouTuber these days? And what else as well? I don't know really what I can do with the Legion anymore. I mean, the Legion seems to be working as it is right now. It seems to have done the job. It's given people the confidence to stand up and, you know, stand up for themselves. And tell people who are just fucking bully bastards to go fuck themselves. I don't know if you're on Twitter at all, Nathan, but there's a new account on there called Warhammer Elves, and it seems to have gathered like 1,500 followers in like just a couple of days. And all what he is doing is that he's posting all their like stupid shit they've said. Take over the world, man. I don't know, I'd love to take over the world, you know what I mean? Have a plan and all that for it, but I don't know, man. Maybe it's just the way I'm feeling right now. I don't really know what to do with the Legion at the moment other than continue to do what we're doing. Support people, try and show as much love for the hobby as possible, stand up for it when idiots say stupid shit, and you know, if a bully comes along, tell him to go fuck himself. The one good thing I can say is though is that see this bullshit hold that they've had on the internet. Cheers, Nathan. Aye, we do try to just, you know, batter off the bullshit. But you know how it is, man. I love laughing at idiots on the internet. Oh, fucking JH Miniatures. I don't even want to know what fucking he's all about. Well, like, I don't get these guys. I really don't, right? You have a YouTube channel, right? That is all about teaching people how to paint and all that sort of crap. Yeah, all you ever want to blast off about when you're on the fucking internet is about Nazis and shit. Why are you in a hobby that is, you know, full of people who love this fucking franchise, yet you're rooting for the idiots who are all sat there going like, oh, this one's so far right, we need to change everything about the fucking hobby. And it's like, bro, you have a fucking channel painting these fucking things that makes you a living. And then you got other, I don't know what it is, it's just internet clout really gets to some people's heads. Maybe that's my problem, maybe internet clout hasn't really got to me that much yet. I mean, fucking, I imagine me at the fucking, like, the internet fucking celebrity party. Haha, I've got 3,000 fucking followers on Twitter, mate. Ha ha. I'm so fucking famous. Ah, fuck that. Not my thing. As for fucking YouTube as well, see when I started Twitter, I tried to be the nice guy about it, and that's why I went with, like, the Paint Slingers Parade. That was me trying to be wholesome. That was me trying to say, you know, hey everyone, shows you good shit. But let's fucking do it. And I've always tried to promote people as much as possible with what little fucking internet power I have. Well, influence I should say, no power. But yeah, I'd love to do more with it if I could. I just don't know what at the moment. Also as well, like I'm trying to get myself back into the hobby. Maybe if I get myself back into the hobby again, maybe I'll get a wee bit more fucking ambitious. But I mean, I don't want to be one of these fucking idiots for like 2016 just fucking sitting there going on to the internet and fucking roasting people for their shit takes, you know what I mean? Especially when most of these people are just idiots on the internet and not like anyone of any significance whatsoever. Any significance whatsoever on the fucking community. Well, no community, but call it. Of the hobby in itself, because I mean, like, say, what am I going to do? Am I going to sit there and blast about Bitshammer every fucking 5 minutes? That's what I'm going to make all my videos on? Look at this idiot. You know what I mean? Guy who has literally no power whatsoever over what GW do. But what I can do is, I can blast after bad arguments that they've got. GW says Warhammer's for everyone. Yeah, but they also said Space Marines are men only. Well, only males can make the process for Space Marines. You know what I mean? Because that's the science in the fucking universe. Fictional science in a fictional universe with its own fictional fucking rules. Oh, but according to rule, yeah, but it's not real life. It's a fictional world. But it shouldn't be, it doesn't make sense. Well, there does a lot of things in fucking Warhammer, and there does a lot of things in many fucking things. But no, fucking... I'm just ranting. I'm not getting my words together and actually saying what I'm meaning. You know, I'm just talking off the cuff here on all the bullshit, but... Literally, is that what I do? I just make a whole fucking YouTube based around, here's some fucking shitty guy's take on the internet. But then again, no, JH Miniatures, I could say something stupid about him. Well, then again, I'll tell you, I did get a few followers when I went after Templin. Because Templin Institute, oh my god, Templin Institute was one that really annoyed me. Mainly just because, see the attitude that Templin Institute came at it with on Twitter, it was like a bull in a china shop. It was, essentially. He came in like, if you think it's, they can't be done, then it's completely asinine. You know what's the funny thing about that? Is that Bitshammer is indirectly united a lot of people into the hobby thanks to that. Into the community. Because if you find out you're blocked by that guy, then you already know what side of the fence you're on. Well, this guy doesn't want to know me, so fucking why would I bother wanting to please him? What do I want to be unblocked by him for? He's got me blocked before I've even met him. You know? That's the way a lot of people are with that sort of thing, and then they end up wandering into us and we just are like, hey, you blocked by him too, wee. I actually felt really good, I did there on Twitter the other day, when I ended up seeing that post of that little guy with the 30 followers, what's his name again? I'll actually find it for you, because I put him in Hobby Love this week. Jeez. But, 1 second. Right, so his name is Dex Duos. Oh, what the hell? Dexy Duos or something that is. Right, oh fuck me, right. He had 30 followers. Yeah, exactly, Nathan. The thing is, though, that guy had like 30 followers and he had a post up saying that I've been blocked by this guy that I've never fucking interacted with, right? He had a couple more things written on there as well, but I can't remember everything he said. But essentially, I saw that he had 13 comments. And I looked on the comments, right, to see who had commented on it. And it was all of Bitshammer's, like, cronies. It was all accounts I've seen before. They all fucking jumped on the same bandwagon. They all say the same crap. They basically just utter anything he says and utterly lick his ass, right? For the most part. I don't know if YouTube allows that, but you know, I'm not getting paid by YouTube. You know, I'm just using it as a fucking stream thing. But yeah, it's kind of funny how all that stuff was happening. And this was a guy with just like 30 followers, right? I called out and went, this has got to be like the most coordinated attack on a fucking Block by Pitshammer post I've ever seen. And then as soon as I did that, retweeted it and put it out there, right, I said, or is it just the fact this guy's got 30 followers and I'm thinking he's a weak target or something? After I did that, he ended up raising up to from 30 followers to 116. I mean, the guy gained 86 followers just from me giving a shout out. And the guy's now welcome in the community now, he's connected now. And that's kind of the thing that Bitshammer's actually kind of brought. He's actually done kind of a good, in a way, you know, not that he meant it, but he's actually kind of had a good effect there, rather than a bad one. But that's essentially my internet influence on the Twitter Warhammer community, and I am trying my best to make it a more tolerable place to be in, you know what I mean? And somewhere where you can at least tell a fucking joke and you don't get some, look at this guy, Aye man, I mean, I'm fucking... Sorry man, internet fucking Twitter boils my blood sometimes. Already all going like fucking chewing gum. As I said man, it's a collective effort. I can't take all the credit, all I did was stand up and speak. Gave people a place to fucking talk shit and fucking chill out and enjoy themselves. And keep a watchdog for bullshit, and probably the best part is the myth debunker. Because see the amount of fucking myths that's been made about basically Warhammer, you know, in its time. The amount of them we have absolutely decimated is fucking brilliant. My favourite one that we've debunked is the one where they keep trying to use the idea that Warhammer was created for political reasons. You know what I mean? It was made by a bunch of punk-loving anarchists who wanted to rebel against Margaret Thatcher's government. And the main thing they use for that is, oh, Gazgul Thraka is Margaret Thatcher. Yeah, that's actually bullshit. The guy who created them is it Andy Chambers? I think his name is. Andy Chambers, I believe his name is. He's got a Facebook post where he's actually turned around and explained what it's all about. That it's actually, Gazgul Thraka is not a pseudonym for fucking Thatcher. He actually got the name from Tolkien for the Orcs' Black Speech, as it's called, for their language, and essentially it means something like Fire Skull or something like that. And then there's also Rick Priestley, the guy who basically invented, who basically created 40k. Even he turned around and says a lot. He's quoted a lot of times as saying, "Just a silly war game for silly war gamers." You know what I mean? Because remember, at the time, the popular thing was like historical stuff. And a Patreon, I don't know. I might do, but I don't really need the money, mate. That's my thing. I was going to say a thing about Patreon being an evil company and all that as well, so probably steal my money if I tried. Question 1. So, do you believe... no, I don't. Oh, well, guess what? Money gone. Well, at least that's what fucking PayPal's been trying to do. What was the other myth? The other part of it was like punk-loving anarchists and all that as well. Right? One of the boys found a magazine article from Kerrang! You know, the heavy metal article. From back in the fucking... It was either the 80s or the late... or the early 90s. It was either the very early 90s or the late 80s when, you know, they were first starting. And essentially it was just basically the guys in the store who were running it at the time. When they were getting started, essentially, or the first couple of years. And they were basically just talking about how much heavy metal has inspired the... you know, Warhammer, and how much of it is actually very heavy metal, you know, based, along with a lot of, like, say, at the time, the sword and sorcery type thrash metal and such that was around at the time, and deeply popular. And every single one of them just started naming all the bands, and all the bands they were naming were all fucking like heavy metal bands. So the idea that they were punk-loving anarchists, you know, kind of goes a bit wrong. Plus the idea of what punk was back then compared to punk now. Two different fucking things. But that's the thing, man. It's these idiots try and perpetuate these ideas into the actual community, and if you don't agree with them, they call you an idiot. They get a load of other people to barricade against you, essentially. They'll run straight back to their Twitters, their Twitter groups or their Facebook groups or their fucking... or they'll go into Reddit and go into their subgroup, probably Sigmarxism, or fucking into... what do you call it? Discord groups, or their Skype groups, if they're still using fucking Skype. MSN Messenger, we may as well see for some old fucking boomers out there still using that. Fucking... and they'd probably be using them to coordinate attacks against people who say things. Because there's that many times I just see someone has said something on Twitter and it's getting barricaded by all the same people, all the same faces are there, and are all saying the same thing. It's, nah mate, you're an idiot, you're a bad guy, you know, blah 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 blah. I mean, probably the dumbest thing I think has really annoyed me, and it's probably one of the reasons that gave me most of my ambition to keep doing what I was doing on Twitter, and my main motivation for doing was it the Legion of Unpopular Opinions, is because it became a circle jerk at the top of Twitter with a certain amount of people, and all they ever do is promote themselves, never promote other people's stuff, right? However, there was, like, I'm just going to say a fucking mafia on Twitter, and everybody knows this. I mean, it's not like I'm telling you anything new here. You know Twitter, all the stories about Twitter being a fucking deeply fucking, like, mob mentality place. You already know all that shit. But the main thing that kind of got me the most was the whole female Space Marines argument, because that has got to be the dumbest thing that has ever gotten so many people fucking internet in the community. Female Space Marines, yes, they must be a thing, and if you don't like them, you're a bigot. What? No, the lore says, no, oh, we got a lore lover here, we got a lore lover here, get him out, he's a fucking bigot, hang him, hang him! That's essentially the mentality you got, and it sounds as dumb as I'm fucking saying it. And that pissed me off a lot, because there was that many fucking people I saw actually just getting barricaded on because of like, yeah, but the lore says, you know, and then they're all like, this guy's a bigot, this guy's this guy's that, and it's just like, fuck off. Seriously, go fuck yourself. Oh, these man babies, that was the next one. They tried to actually like humiliate people and make them sound really pathetic and all that. It's like the old days of like, say back, but oh, you play video games, do you? You play video games, do you? You fucking nerd. You're not cool. You're a wanker, you deserve to be bullied and all that sort of shit. It's that sort of stuff. They're all dickheads in my eyes, and really I can't be arsed with dickheads anymore. That's just my take on it all. You know what made it worse, right? All the YouTubers in the community as well. Like, Nathan, you still here? Or even just anyone who's still watching right now, right? How many of the Warhammer YouTubers do you actually bother to watch? And how many of them have you actually met or talked to online at one point, and or even just seen what they say when they're not behind the camera? Well, when they're not in front of the camera, because a lot of them are just idiots. And they all seem to think that if you don't agree with them, then you're an idiot because they have more subs than you. What? I read the Wikipedia, so that means by you're an idiot. I'm very glad to see that fucking yeah. Oh no, fucking... But that is it, man. It's like... That is basically the best way I can put it for you. It's that these guys, they ain't some sort of like... They aren't some sort of like beacon of progress. They aren't some sort of fucking really good guy or anything like that. They're just bellends. Bellends trying to grow their fucking... their Twitters, their YouTubes, any sort of clout they can grab for themselves. And every one of them do my tits in. And I know about tits because I got them. That cunt. Yeah, you watch Lauren painting vids, Glavanius, right? But then the minute that guy's offline or he's on Twitter, he wants to start talking about how you're a bad person if you don't like female Marines. You know what I mean? That's when it gets a bit fucking beyond a joke. Oh, hello there, brother. Cristino, Kansas. No, not Kansas. What am I saying? Canas. Am I saying that right? Christos Canas. Canas. Canas? I don't know. I'm really bad. Anyway, back to my fucking point. Models, yes, a couple of guardsmen. Well, they're actually a mortar team. They are. And these are just a couple of guys that have been lying on my desk for like a year, and I'm now actually just finally getting off my arse to fucking clean them up and get them ready. Yeah, Nathan, exactly. Exactly. So many of them do just come off with that sort of... You remember that fake YouTube personality that was really a big thing, like, before 2015? And it was like, hey! Hey guys, I'm on YouTube! Over the top fucking doing it, and it's just like, God, fucking shut up and just show me the stuff. Laugh at people suffering. Sometimes you have to laugh at people suffering, otherwise, you know, they'll just laugh at your suffering. God, what can I say, man? I love this community because it has done an awful lot for me. Particularly in my mental health department, it certainly fucking helped, but it also fucking... it also makes it worse. But, yeah, I love Warhammer for what it is. I think it's fucking brilliant, and I think more people need to indulge in it. The problem is, though, as well, is that GW doesn't make it easy to indulge in the fucking thing, because anytime you try to indulge in the fucking thing, they do something stupid. And then when you call them out on that thing they do fucking stupid, you get a ton of people fucking like barricading against you and all that, and going like, you're not a real fan if you don't do, you know, GW simps is what I'll just call them. GW simps who fucking constantly do it. However, there is a couple of GW simps, I will say, who are actually alright, and I can kind of get where they're coming from on certain things. My problem is that I don't think GW is the most evil company in the world. They do get some stuff right at times, but they do a lot of stupid shit. And it's like, you literally have like one of the best products you could possibly have in this day and age that has not been corrupted yet, I'll say. I don't think it's been corrupted yet. I think it's been watered down, but not corrupted yet. I do think there is things they could do a lot better, and there's a lot of things I question they do. And then you've got this thing coming up with Henry Cavill as well, which is going to take a big effect on the Warhammer community when it finally fucking drops. Because I've got no idea what's going to happen with it, but I know Henry Cavill's going to be try and get it as right as possible because of what happened to him with The Witcher. And I was a fan of The Witcher series as well. Well, the games. I've not read the books, so I couldn't tell you the books. I've seen parts about the books and all that. And yeah, it seems pretty well written and all that. It's just, I don't know what to make of the books. But Henry Cavill's a massive fan of the Warhammer franchise, and I think he'll do it justice. But with the likes of what's going on with the community and all that as well, it's just, it's a fucking hard community to set right, I'd say. Mainly because, I mean, for so many years it's been seen as one of the best communities to be a part of. Like, one of the best ones I was ever a part of was the Dark Souls community. I thought that was fucking fantastic. They're a great and really passionate one, because they're the only ones I can point to that have a bit of passion as the Warhammer community. That's another thing I'm stealing for fucking Henry Cavill, is Henry Cavill's talk that he had with that interviewer about the fucking how much passion is in this community. Yeah. That's the thing. I'll be honest, mate, I don't watch West Hammer. I've never really watched him. I think I might have watched one of his videos, but I couldn't fucking point to you which one it was. But that's my point, man. It's that Warhammer's kind of what you make of it. Like, I'll be honest right now, right? I've never read a Horus Heresy book, but I know about the Horus Heresy. I know a certain amount of the event. I know a lot of the core events and all that happen, sort of thing. And there is books I do want to read about it, but the thing with the Horus Heresy as well is that I'm hearing it's kind of a minefield. You know what I mean? Like, you'll land on one and it'll be really, really good out of the book series, and then you'll get another one which is just absolutely dog shit. That's completely wrecked it, so... Yeah, whereas me... Excuse me, I've focused more on Caiaphas Cain and Gaunt's Ghost books, which reminds me I need to get myself a new fucking book downloaded for Audible, because I need to get the next book in the series in order to continue the story. Caiaphas Cain is really good. I really like Caiaphas Cain books. Not just because they're light-hearted. Well, I wouldn't say they're fully light-hearted, but they are a bit... They've got more of a jazz to it on the Warhammer side of things. I really do like the... What is it? The Caiaphas Cain books. They're fucking brilliant. As for the Gaunt's Ghosts are really good for that sort of like serious... They're kind of like the Commando stories you would get for the old Commando comics and that sort of thing. They're fucking brilliant. Gaunt's Ghosts are like the A-team, in a way, for community. There is one series I do want to go with, and that's Eisenhorn. And I hear Eisenhorn is a really good book series. It is one of the ones I do want to get into. I want to read that. I think that'd be a really good one to get into. I did find some of the best books are the guard books. Couple of drips. That's it. Yeah, you ain't going to top Apple. I mean, that's the problem that GW faces, and it's probably one of the main reasons why Warhammer Plus was such a bomb. And that was mainly because with Warhammer Plus, they tried to run a streaming service of their own, and it's not going to work. It should have just been an app that was available to Apple, Amazon, and fucking who's the other ones? Google and all that. Yeah, all the ones. It should have just been an app that people can access, not just fucking their own streaming service. That was fucking stupid. Yeah, fucking doesn't surprise me, that one, mate. 45-minute long videos? Nah, he's getting into Archie's territory, and Arch will fucking kick his ass at that one. Because at least Arch actually fucking gets some details and actually goes like into like deep diving onto the details. But yeah, I don't know what you say with fucking Miss Hammer. The thing is though, the amount of lore channels I've looked at and they're just reading the wiki. You know what I mean? Who else as well? There's a thing, Nathan, you need to try, and it's obviously YouTube's big pushing thing, but if you want to grow with it, YouTube Shorts seem to be the way forward, I'm hearing. So if you can get your little fucking animations onto a YouTube short, might work out for you, might get a wee bit more attention. Oh yeah, that idiot who made that video, yeah, fucking Chaos, all the good guys, yeah, fuck off, mate. Doesn't he talk shit? By the Emperor, submit that man to bombardment. Any bog loveness. Sitting there fucking blabbing for so long, I haven't painted it yet, but everything else is all dry anyway, so this will go alright. Won't just fucking do a big splatter line. I don't know, man. It might not, but I mean, by like, I get what you're saying. I get what you're on about. You want actual fans and all that there, will you? But that's the problem, man, is that currently the way YouTube is, YouTube's saturated. If you want to grow, man, that's one of the things you need to do. Maybe you could actually be the guy who teaches them how to do it correctly. And then you can also be one of those guys that makes those really annoying thumbnails on YouTube. You know the ones I'm on about, where it's like the YouTube thumbnail. It's got kind of like the YouTuber on the actual thumbnail, pulling some sort of a stupid fucking face, something like that, and then it's got fucking what is it? You won't believe this fucking stupid thing I said, or you know, fucking facts about the Blood Ravens you don't know. You know what I mean? With a little arrow pointing to a fucking like a picture of sort of something on a Blood Raven. You know what I mean? In the fucking background or some shit like that. I mean, maybe you could just start doing that with your character, Nathan. Just have the fucking Space Marine face pulling faces and all that with things in the background. Your thumbnails. Come on, man, think of the growth you'd get. I'm trying to think of dumb videos that you could do about that. You could do debunking videos, there you go. That's what you could do, Nathan. Debunk people's lore videos and what they say wrong. What else am I doing here with a belt? What about snap? Oops, bits of yeah, so the wee silver bits now. Right. I don't know if it's just me, but I think Abaddon Black is the paint that dries the quickest. Well, it's that or Corax White. One of the two. Oh, well, cheers, man. I've never played Fire and Maneuver. Oh, that would be a good one. Or you could do who you safer with. that might be a better one. Who do you trust more? Yeah, let's see what we've got here. Oh, correct, right, is that actually? That one's already all fucked, I'm betting. What's that? Red brown. Scale. Solid, I think. Oh, there's still some water thing, but majority of it's not moving, so I'm not feeling very good about that. Bearing in mind, some of these paints have just been lying in here for a good while, so a lot of these will probably be dry as fuck. It's grey, that's all full of fucking hair and all that as well. I don't see any brazier in here. That's what I've been using a lot of as well, all these. It's not Caliban green in it. Nah. Eat that. I don't know if Corax White will work, but I know this will. No, I need a wee tiny tate of it. And that's for the badges. Okay, Corax White will be fucked, I know that much. That or I go into the other room and I see if there's any fucking Corax White in there. I know Corax White fucking Gracia. No, give us a minute guys, I'm gonna pull out the big paint tray. Right, here I am with a big paint box. Let's see. What we got here? Fucking some old paint tubs in here. Righty ho. This is the fun part. Jesus Christ. But that's just dried up really solid inside the actual fucking thing. That is fucked. Apparently there's actually fucking splatter in it. Just a big fucking lump. If she did, mate, there'd be a lot less crime. Let's at least put it that way. That's not fair on Conrad. He at least had. At least he was effective. I swear, man, fucking GW must be making these to dry very quickly or something. Fucking state of this. Even if I do find some probably fucking surprised many of these are still got fucking colour in them. No, liquid in them. Yeah, I don't think I've got any of the actual colour I'm after. Fortunately not, no. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to have to use... What is there actually? Gunmate. That. That's the problem, man. Just fucking... I hate to say it, but Conrad Cuss was more based. Nicola Sturgeon, fucking useless. Absolutely useless. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, Doctor. As said, fucking Cuss would have at least done something useful. Had any power in Scotland. Right. I wouldn't know, mate. I wouldn't know. But there is a reason why the Night Lords are the most one of the most popular Chaos Marine factions. They're like probably the one I would say they couldn't PG, even if they tried. Yeah, pretty much. Daddy didn't love me. God. I mean, tell me one person who wants him who doesn't have daddy issues. Challenge level impossible, definitely. That is what they are. I mean, the people who want them get triggered by the idea of the Aquila, you know what I mean? Oh no, it's an ego. You know who else had an ego as their thing? Who? The Nazis. It's also the same people who are all running around going, Kriegers and Nazis, because they don't have a fucking clue about World War One. or they do have a clue about World War One, and they know about it, and they know they ain't Nazis, but they'll say they're Nazis anyway because they know there's people are stupid enough to believe it. Oh no, fucking confirmation, mate, confirmation.
Small businesses, telephone communication is still a kind of groping in the dark.
Hello? Hello? Who's this?
But now you can overcome all that with the Merlin system from AT&T. It's incredibly easy to use. So if your business isn't running as smoothly as you'd like, say hello to the Merlin system and put an end to AT&T, the right choice.
So in other words, they don't have any grammar. Oh, that guy's looking a lot better already. Oh well, Phil one. That's why English is the best language, because we simplified it. Because if your language is hard to learn, then, you know, what's the point learning it? You could learn 5 other languages that way.
So if your business isn't running as smoothly as you'd like, say hello to the Merlin system. Now you can overcome all that with the Merlin system from AT&T.
Well, the thing is, though, as well, man, is that more than that, something much more basic and fundamental that they all seem to lack. Integrity. The truth. Because in the last few years I've been in the online space, especially on Twitter, the main thing a lot of them actually lack is the ability to just tell the truth. Or present things that are true. Now, I've dealt with a lot of the worst parts of the community, you know what I mean? I don't know how many of them are telling the truth now, but the main thing I find with a lot of them, though, is that they have a huge problem with just telling it as it is. Because they never do. And the number one thing is people don't like liars. That is probably the most important thing you could actually be on the internet, and it's something that people will respect you for a lot more than anything. It's just being fucking truthful. Admit when you fuck up as well. You know what I mean? Don't fucking try and cover it up with more bullshit. Just fucking tell it as it is. You'll get more respect for it. Every time. People would rather you just fucking own it, rather than try to be deceitful about it. And knowing when to speak and when not to speak. Because too many people are just willing to run in and open their fucking mouths and just say whatever fucking drivel comes out of their fucking mouth. On everything. Because the number one thing that's actually turning the tide for things is that people don't want to be lectured anymore. They're fed up with people trying to lecture them or tell them what to do with their lives or what they should do, why you should do this, why you should do that. Because one of their biggest flaws that they had was going round and telling people, hey, you can't follow that person. That person's a bad person, so if you follow that person, you're bad. Just purely because of that. You know, anyone approaches me in a DM and says something like, hey, you know this person's a problem? Why? Here's a thing that they said. Okay, it's some cropped out of context fucking tweets. For like 2-3 years ago, maybe longer than that. What do you want me to do about it? Oh, you shouldn't follow that person, you don't find that disgusting? I don't know, man, was it just a joke? That is not something you joke about. Fucking, all that shit. You're just as bad as him, I'm going to tell everyone. Okay, bro. Tell them. I'm not the one fucking spreading it. It was actually. Get there. Do with this. Oh, I think this wee guy's almost done. Just needs a wash, which I'll give him when he's on the fucking base. In the meantime, a wee bit of lead belcher to tidy up that end of the gun. And I'll call him a night on him. Well, I mean, this is going to be a... Oh. But I need... Exactly, man. Exactly. I don't want to destroy people and bring them down. I want to bring them up in the world, you know what I mean? And hey, if there's truly a Warhammer person out there who actually has a genuine love for fucking Warhammer, maybe we could fucking talk sometime, you know, about something fucking awesome. Maybe we would actually be able to fucking blast through this bullshit that you're wanting to fucking promote all the time and act like it's a big fucking deal. Because I know there's a lot of people who have just blocked me, just purely because the people they are, the groups they're in with, they'll turn on them if they find out that they're with me in any way, shape or form. And it's happened with a few folk. A couple of folk have came to me because they used to be in that community. And they talk to me and they say, bro, I mean, like, I'm for female space marines, but I really hate this fucking bullshit that's going on with my side of the community. That's it. I give them leeway as well, because I do think there's idiots on our side as well. I think some people overreact to things. I think some people do go to 11 on some factors. And then sometimes I kind of blame them for the way they've been that way, but sometimes it's like, yeah bro, right, I get it, we're keeping the gate, but just fucking calm down. You know, a moment before you fucking blast someone in the face who could have been fucking, you know, brought to the reasonable table to talk. Yeah, a lot of it is very culty-like. Right, that's my phone. Give me a minute, guys. Right guys, that's the dreaded phone call. It tells me that it's time for me to pack up for the day and call it an evening. It's been good chatting with you guys. Probably have to catch you on Discord at some point and talk shit with you. But yeah, getting some painting done. This wee guy, he's all cleaned up now. Look at him there, he's a lot fucking better than what he was. I'm not a massive fan of how that top bit looks with a bit of green paint. It's actually alright, it's where I haven't for on the skull. You know what, I'll do a wee bit more white paint on that. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go in a couple of minutes. I'll just quick. Otherwise I might not paint again for another 8 months. Right, that looks better now. Bad is what it was. That's him. All cleaned up, all tidied up. Oh. It's always a pleasure talking with you guys, man. Nathan, send me more of your stuff, man, in the DMs, mate. And I'll see if I can do something to promote it on Twitter. Alright? Hopefully that might get you a little bit more traffic your way. Alright. Till next time, guys, I've got to go. Someone's waiting to get picked up by us.